Hey, it's Pete Burns from Razor 94.7. We're sitting in the Evoked compound, their mansion, their studios. This is where Evoked all goes down. We're talking to the guys today about their new album, what's going on with the band, all kinds of cool stuff. We got Cliff, Dan, Jason, and Jaime. Well, we're going to start out. Tell us about the new CD.
CD comes out February 14th.
That's just perfect for Valentine's Day.
Correct, just perfect for Valentine's Day.
Nothing says love like Evoked.
Well, girls, get your boys some metal Evoked.
So with the new CD coming out, where did you guys record it?
We recorded it right here in Evoked Studios. We had Kinky from Straight Line Stitch come up and
Former
Straight Line Stitch drummer come up and produce and record our CD. We spent a week here doing it, and it was amazing. Turned out amazing.
So with the recording of the new CD, how long did you guys work beforehand coming up with all the new songs?
Well, we spent several months during the writing process, probably about 5 months. And then once Kanky actually got up here, we were working very long hours, probably anywhere from 12 to 16 hours a day recording, dubbing or overdubbing different parts, break everything down into sections and just bust it out. But a week of about 14-hour days.
So let's talk about the songs on the CD, guys. On Razor 94.7, the local edge. Bing! There's a self plug, It's Sunday nights, 9 o'clock, Razor 94.7. Listen online, razor947.com. We've been playing the songs back to the front, Call to Arms, killer songs. And, let's talk about some of the other ones.
I guess one of my top ones would probably be the 90 Days of Darkness. Just kind of a cool dark tale of like the vampires.
So that leads into my next question, seeing how you write the lyrics. Is that song 90 Days of Darkness about a personal experience?
Pretty much all the songs on the album are about my personal experiences in life, and there's a few that are about other things, like Grim, for instance, is about the Grim Reaper. It's my perspective on that whole story.
When writing music, where do you guys draw your inspiration from? I mean, looking at the back wall, I can kind of see where a lot of it, falls in place, but, what do you guys pull, I guess, from even more modern bands? Not saying these aren't modern, but I guess newer bands. How do those fall in with the Evoke sound?
Well, I personally like mostly newer stuff. I like the Seven Dust and Lamb of God. Kind of, I don't know. Drumming wise, I do. And, I like Lamb of God. A lot of guitars and stuff. You're gonna hear old school Metallica, Slayer. Like Dan's a big Slayer head. Pantera, he likes the chuggy, riffy stuff. Cliff, I don't know what he likes, but no, he's more laid back. I think he likes more like your 311s and like Head P. He's a big fan of, so he likes groovy stuff.
Well, a lot of the inspiration that I draw from is a lot of older bands. I'm actually a huge blues fan, also jazz. Recently, I've been listening to tons of Tom Waits. But I'm also completely obsessed with Pantera, Slayer, Morbid Angel. So I guess for like a lot of the guitar work, it was more of just trying to write solid songs, things that go well together, not necessarily, a lot of crazy guitar solos or anything. There are a couple of them on there that are real bluesy, I felt. Like the song Back to the Front, that solo is pretty much a blues solo. But there are other ones where it's a lot of tapping and sweeping and stuff like that, which has a more modern feel. So trying to incorporate all the different elements of stuff that I like, but to make sure that it sounds like Evoked and that the songs flow well and work well.
So myself, I'm musically inadequate. Like writing music, all the terminology, whatever. But how hard is it for you guys, I don't want to say to come up with new music, but, when you write a song, do you go, oh, shit, I just swipe that from, this band, or, how hard is it, coming up with new stuff where it's like, where, you don't crib from someone else? I mean, to me, that's just something amazing that, people can continuously write new songs. I mean, how much of a challenge is it?
Yeah, it is difficult to write original songs. I mean, metal's metal, and, you're not trying to reinvent the wheel, you're just trying to add to it, and it's always hard. You come up with like an idea and it's like, oh, this is awesome, and then you show it to one of the other guys, and like, sounds like Metallica or that's something else, you know. So it is difficult to stay original within a genre of music, and I think we do a pretty good job because we try and write what we feel, so we don't go out and like whatever the flavor of the month is kind of thing. So we try and keep what's in our hearts and what comes out of our heads and when we're sitting down writing riffs. So it can be complicated, it can be tricky.
When you guys get together and jam in your practice space over there, what favorite songs do you have? Where you're like, all right, let's start jamming out this song, because everyone's got to have a favorite cover song that you guys must warm up to. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't love cover songs. Only Pantera ones, but no, I mean I've heard lately. I've been hearing Crazy Train from you guys. What the hell? And I mean, me and Jason like start out like we like doing once in a while like 2x4 from is that Load or Reload?
That's from Load.
Yeah.
No.
Cool things like that. We go into what the heck song is that Jason does too? I can't remember. Because he used to actually be in a cover band, the Straw Dogs. so, yeah, there's a few in there.
That needs to be edited.
So, he used to be in the Straw Dogs.
Wow.
No, boost.
Sucks.
All right. So, Evoked, you guys have been around for a decade now, is that?
Yeah, 2003, right?
2002.
Holy shit.
I was gonna say, I thought I
11
joined in
years.
2004.
How old are you?
You were 4.
Our expectations for the new album, pretty much we want to get out on the road, we want to tour and play as many shows as we possibly can. Recently we were just invited to play the Indianapolis Metal Fest. We're not sure on the date yet. As soon as we get that confirmed, we will let everybody know. But that's a pretty big deal for us, to be invited to play that. And I believe we're gonna try to do a small tour this summer and just self-finance it and try to get as much exposure and radio play, obviously, as we possibly can.
So you guys are prepared that, if the CD takes off as much as you hope, that to give up the luxurious lifestyle that you live here for a life on the road, or is that? I mean, honestly, you've been doing it for 10 years. Are you guys prepared? Is that something that you're aspiring to? Say, okay, let's give up our day jobs, night jobs, second shift jobs, whatever, leave it all behind and become a full-time musician.
Yes, when we've sat down numerous times and talked about it and said, hey, if this takes off, if something happens, we're gonna go 100% to it. We'll find ways to figure it out. I mean, with our jobs, I know I can make it happen. Jason can make it happen. These guys got other things going on too, but our hearts are there, and we have when joined the band and doing this. I mean, there's no point of dropping couple grand on the CD if you're not gonna expect to go out on the road and try to push yourself to it. So yeah, we're all committed to fully give her hell if it takes off.
How do you guys think the local music scene compares now as it did when you first getting together, getting Evoked together? How do you think it compares? It's been 10 years. How old are you? No.
Well, I think this area's always had pretty strong of a local metal scene. Granted, with Ryan Vaughn going out, I think it kind of took a big hit that time around that area. But there's a lot of good bands around here, and a lot of shows going around. And got some more of those venues coming in, like Sharks there. So they're trying to take more shows and try to have more local shows like that, and trying to stay away from a lot of the cover bands, singing more about the original music and stuff.
Hell
like
yes!
that. Not putting them down or nothing, but. Yeah, I think it's a really good metal scene. There's not just the metal scene, but the music scene itself.
And you got great guys like DLM, who's doing all this recording right now, who goes to a lot of shows, supports you guys. I mean, if you go online, you can see tons of his footage of the bands he recorded. I know when I go home, I'm going to take the time and watch the new Profane song that he shot and threw online. So that he's doing a great job just helping out a lot of bands. So gotta salute him. Applaud
Yes,
him.
thank you.
So let's talk about the Evoked live shows. You got some shows coming up, big shows. Let's get into them.
We have our CD release shows. Those are definitely big. We got the Indianapolis Metal Fest. That's a big show. We might have something coming up April or May. That's not for sure yet. So I'm not gonna say nothing about that. We got April 6th, sharing the stage with Seven Dust, Cold Chamber, Lacuna Coil, Candlelight Red at the rave, and we're gonna do our bus deal again, which was last year was excellent. Took a bus down there, free beer, chaos in the bus, so always fun. And I'm working on booking the summer tour, and we're gonna have some cool dates on there as well. So more to come.
So when you guys play shows with the big national bands, do they usually treat you pretty well, or they is there even much interaction? Because I know when you go to the rave, they have the main stage, they have the side stages, they have another side stage and another side stage, another main stage or whatever.
Yeah, in smaller venues like here, like when we played at Luna, with Taproot, they're really cool. Like they were watching us from above, and they came and told us some stuff about me drumming and stuff because they were like right on top of me. Like at the Riverside Ballroom, we got to hang out with a couple bands too. A lot of them do sit in the bus and just kind of chill. Like when we played with Spineshank, no, they were out in the crowd too, but. For like the main stage show we did at the rave with El Nino, we actually got to play in the main stage with them, and all them guys were cool. A New Revolution and all them guys. We got a sound check. We were the first ones up, so we got the sound check. So that was cool.
It's more a half and half thing.
Yeah.
Some do, some don't.
So before we're done, let's recap with your CD release parties, because they have 2 shows, an all ages one and one for the adults. Or anything can happen. Now, the first one you said was February 16th at
Sharks
Club. That's the all ages one.
Yes.
Who's supporting you guys on that one?
Candy Machine Guns,
Samyaza,
and Darkade. 3 very, very good bands, good friends of ours. So, and then the weekend after, at Route 15 in Greenville with Onus, Lead, and Profane. And I'm really excited to do both of these shows. It's going to be an awesome time. I'm excited. First time we're going to be playing out our original material off of this album, and a little scary, but it's going to be fun. I can't wait. I want to see people's reactions when we come out with the new songs. I think it's going to turn some heads.
But I do want to thank you guys for allowing me to come into the Evoked, practice space. And, we're talking about the new Evoked record, the upcoming shows, the status of the band. It's really cool just, getting to hang out with you guys. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to allow me and DLM to, come in and do this. So I want to thank you guys. And I look forward to hearing the entire new record. Everything I've heard off the new Evoked record kicks ass. I'm not saying that because I'm sitting here with the guys. I'm saying it because it's really good. No, but honestly, like we were talking earlier, I don't know how to play music, write music, whatever. I know if stuff kicks ass or not. That's all I know. And this stuff kicks ass. So make sure you check out the brand new Evoked CD. It's coming out February 14th. And really look forward to hearing the whole thing in its entirety.
Thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.